Hello and welcome to the next episode of Banner Saga 3 with me, Winslayer. In the last battle, we took some losses, but it's okay. That was a crazy battle. The fact that I had more than 6 probably led to some of them going down who didn't need to fall in that combat. Having just 5 that I really rely on seemed to work pretty well when I lost Ivan in the battle before that. It's hard to say. If what Bulwark, if this is what Bulwark can bring to bear, you can only imagine how much worse it would have been if he were here. Juno weaves between the bodies of the fallen dredge and catches your eye before she heads up the stairs of Ridgehorn Tower. In your head you hear her thin voice. When you're ready, join me. She must have given Bulwark the real runaround, says Spar. Just got a little message, sorry, distraction. He keeps glancing at the bridge as if expecting to summon the berserker by name alone. Think I'd better make sure Ivan's almost done. How about I whistle when it's time to go? Alfred offers to ferry you anywhere you need to go. Well, that's nice of her. Thank you, witch lady. Is there a market here? Shortcut. Did we take a shortcut? There's the tower, there's our heroes, there's Spar. Hey Spar. Sorry about that last combat. Didn't go too well for you, did it? Spar spits on the rubble of a ruin, watching Ivan move vast slabs. He fidgets with an ornate mead horn. Good time as any to give you this, Varl. I notice you've got no drinking horn, and that's no way to live. I don't care to drink from a Yawk's horn, old man. Nay, does this look like a sodding Yawk's horn? It's carved from the tusk of a gold boar. Shines even in full black. Okay, I've never seen a real gold boar, but I did steal it a long time ago from a very rich man, and he seemed pretty convinced. Falca stabbed me with her eyes when I told her I was giving it to you. What made you think of this now? Oh, I don't know. Been down a lot of roads. Got a feeling I might not see the end of this one. And I don't want to imagine Ditch using it for something disgusting after I'm dead. Why give it to me? What does that mean? Traditions, Varl. These young folk don't know respect. They don't remember a time when it was right to honor a guest. I don't care what any of them say. You're doing a fine job. Look here. That's history carved there. Before banners and tapestry. See the little armies? The tusk does seem to shimmer on its own. Carved figures almost look like they move as you roll it in your hands. I can't keep this. Take it, take it. It's not getting me laid anymore. Not like this Lang spill anyways. You don't seem too upset about facing death. Upset about dying? Varl, I'm more upset about living. You know what it's like taking a piss 3 times a night, but only waking up twice? No, death sounds fine. It sounds fine. But I tell you what, I miss my life. The secret of us poor bastards with short lifespan, it's love. Sounds like a bunch of rot, I know. But if you don't love life, it'll make you miserable. Learned that from a lady friend. Yeah. Where did you learn to play? What do you mean? Who taught me? Nah, nobody. It was a festival, biggest of the year. By all rights, too young to hold my drink, sipping from every unwatched cup I could find. There's a spat happening. One guy built like a bear, howling at another over his girl, or I don't remember. Doesn't matter. The other poor bastard, he's a mouse. Do you ever see one of those guys? Thin beards, wide eyes, ready to run. The brute comes at him with a knife pulled right out of his dinner, and the mouse is soiling himself, climbing over tables to get away. Everyone's loving it, even the musicians stop to watch. I'm off my head drunk, and I'm thinking, by the gods, this needs a good song, so I grab an instrument and go wild, sighing and screaming. The thing just sings in my head. At least, in my head, it's a masterpiece. It must have sounded like a boiled cat. The mountain of a man, he slowly looked over at me with the most complete confusion I've ever seen, and I just remember the next moment there was a knife in his neck. The mouse got him. Even drunk as I was, I knew it was because of me. I've been playing ever since. Frankly, it's a damn tragedy wasting my talents on these ungrateful monsters. It's a good story. Aye, you better. If you don't find this passage soon, Bulwark feign us right into our puckered houses. Alright, yeah, alright. Thanks for the horn. I'll make sure nobody does anything disgusting with it. I enjoy it too. It's not a bloody decoration. It's a gift from God-blessed ravens. Yeah. Morale. We got an item. I might do what I did last time and just heal Ivor up to keep him in the rotation. Or I could trade Valgard in. Valgard did pretty good work there, keeping the shield wall up. Ooh, a rank 13. -1 move. Maximum chance to hit. 1 strength damage resist. +3 strength attack and +3 attack. What do you say, Ollie? Does that sound okay to you? You can bleed people with this item. I think we'll give you 2 level ups to get you the item. Sure, he won't be able to move, but he won't need to. I want to make sure he's got lots of willpower. Confirm. Wouldn't be hard to take her to rank 11. And I don't know what the remaining bonuses are, but it probably would be worth doing that for her. Gives her points to spend on talents, like the stuff that lets her avoid damage. Let's promote Alfred. Oh, I can't take her to the next level with the stuff that I have, unfortunately. Maybe I should give the +3 attack to somebody. Krumar's got more armor break than anything. Could make him more tanky, a 20 attack hero. Sounds okay. Hey, Spar, you don't have an injury even though you went down in that fight. That's odd. You don't have like a weird passive where it's like you can't be injured, right? No, okay, good. Maybe it's because he wasn't in the beginning of the fight. He didn't take injuries. Falca didn't take injuries either. Okay, so I guess it's because they weren't in the beginning of the fight. Just in case I want to use Falca. She's pretty good with that armor break. Valguard's okay for armor break and things like that. Rank 12. We'll do this. We've invested points in him anyways. We can heal him up in like the first round of combat. Alright, so I think it's time for us to go up the tower. Yeah, there's nothing to click on here, right? Oh, but I can drag over to the side to see what's going on over here. Or like over here. That's neat. That's a lot of... And they animated a lot of space that people won't see. That's an interesting choice. I like it though. Ooh, serpent. I thought you'd be helping Ivan. I had to check on something. Look to the horizon. A serpent rises in the distance. I know it knows we're here, but won't approach, hopefully. Is it scared of you? Scared? I don't think it understands such things. For now, it's just trying to discover what we will do next. I know the feeling. These horn towers are portals the Menders built long ago. They allow us to enter the inner earth, the dredge home. I knew the dredge came from below, but inner earth? Like caverns? No, not at all. Imagine another world without sun and sky, like our own, but within our own. This will be a dangerous path, but the quickest route to the place where Ivan will undo all of this. Juno sees the skepticism of your face without looking. I came here to speak with you privately. I know Ivan may seem unusual or unapproachable, but he is a good person. You seem like an unlikely pair. I can't see why you'd think that. The fact is, I saved him, and he saved me. He is kind and devoted. There's a smile on her face, and you realize that it may be the first you've seen. I don't know how to talk about it without sounding like an infatuated girl. Ah, I truly love him. I know it won't excuse things to say the Valka lead different lives, hard in their own way. But we don't all deserve to be loved by those who would do anything for us. But don't we all deserve to be loved by those who would do anything for us? We do. That means a lot to me, and Ivan too. When you asked to come with us, I was uncertain. I didn't want to take you away from your loved ones, but I'm glad to have you here. I consider you a friend, one of the few Ivan and I have left. I'll do what needs to be done to fix all this, no matter the cost. And I've decided that no matter what happens, I will not influence you again. I promise you that. Trust is important. A whistle reaches you on the wind. You leave the churning coils of the serpent on the horizon and return to where the others already have entered the tower. What's in this tower? Are we gonna go see some like corrupted inner earth? Oh wow. You join the others already waiting in an enormous chamber beneath the tower. So what do you expect to happen next? Bar sputters. Ivan steps to the edge. We jump. Heavy footsteps echo off high walls, and a dreadful outline stands in the doorway. What? Well done, witch, says Bulwark. Made a fool of me again. Even from here, you can tell he's shaking with rage. Ivan screams for everyone to jump, but there is only hesitation. Folka turns and walks to Bulwark. No! What you doing, Folka? We gotta jump! That's what he said. The caravan watches Folka with rapt anticipation. I doubt we'll get another chance to talk, Bulwark, so I had to know. Is there anything left of you in there? I never left, Folka. You left. We thought it was what you wanted. I thought I was following orders. What's done is done. Yeah, that does sound like you. You get as close as you dare. The two barely acknowledge your presence. That's not Bulwark anymore. He's right. I'm more than I used to be. I've seen things you won't understand. What if the Valka can undo this, Bulwark? What if they really can? It doesn't have to end like this, you stubborn dolt. They lied to you, Falka. They're still lying. Bulwark points his axe at the Valka, and static flickers across Ivan's shaking hands. Those two took our reputations. They took our freedom. They took my life. They did all of this. Even if they can save this world, I won't allow it. Are you kidding me? Life's not fair. Is that your argument? When I was 8 years old, I never gave you such sniveling drool. She's been with him since she was 8. Okay, that's cool. I'm really glad they gave you that backstory. Don't destroy everything we made to save your pride. The ravens need you. So do I. You feel the slightest shift in Bulwark's demeanor, but in a blink, it's gone. Jump down the rabbit hole, Folka. I won't stop coming until every one of you is dead. That's all you've got for me? Me? That was real Bulwark. He told us to jump. Oh, we gotta go. Folka snatches Bulwark's axe from her belt, the one he threw near Strand, and pushes it into his hand. If this is just revenge, why wait? We're gonna pull her away. Jump, Folka. Things are suddenly moving too quickly to react. You hear Folka sigh as Bulwark cleaves one of your horns and buries his axe in the side of your face. What? Hot blood spurts forth. Your sight darkens and the room spins, but somehow Folka manages to drag you to the pit. Lightning arcs from Ivan's staff, scorching the ground around you in wild patterns, catching Bulwark's fur coat on fire. Ravens reluctantly leap into the pit, and you follow, tumbling down into the darkness as the light from the hole above recedes. A roar rings in your ears like the bellow of a thunder. Bulwark leans over the edge, his face wreathed in flames from the smoldering cloak. It's the last thing you see before everything goes black. Ivor, no! I thought there was going to be a fight there. Maybe it would have made sense to hold on to that renown. Sometimes you awaken more tired than when you fell asleep. This is one of those times. Aleo is silently sitting bedside. Aleo, were you watching me sleep? Wait, no, yes, I mean, Audley sent me to get you. Wasn't sure whether to shake you awake or let you. What's happening? Nothing good. Even without Ruga, his followers are stirring up new trouble by the gates. Audley trying to talk some sense to them now. Audley's there by herself. She wanted to let you rest, but by the time I left, things were starting to become heated. I hate to say it, but we should bring as many clansmen as we can find. It could be a grave mistake to leave them behind. You don't think they'll be safer here? I don't think we'll be safe without them. Wow, okay. So the people of Artbrain are trying to kill us now? We get to the safe place, and then what happens? Everybody's all like, die. Are you kidding me? There's a rank 14 item here. Move through allies, never deflected. High crit chance, very high aggro, and extra, whatchamacallit? A warrior's beret. It's a green beret thing. That's pretty funny. It's probably not that great though. Hey, I think we have this in the other party. 2 armor, 2 break. That's not terrible actually. That's 16. There's no food. Nothing like that. Do I have heroes I can rank up and stuff? I mean, I have 80 renown right now. It seems like a lot. He's definitely getting that. That's not that great unless she's already in danger. Eagle, what was yours again? You get a little bit of regen if I do that. Alright, let's give you a little bit of regen. Never injured after KO. So if he goes down, he never takes an injury. That's actually incredibly useful. Putting that in like Ivor or something would be very, very nice. He's got a little bit more armor. What's his stuff again? I could give him 1 more movement for a little bit of renown. The items aren't as good as those titles. If you can focus those on the right people, you get some very, very good heroes. And that beret item wasn't even that good, to be honest. So we can go to heroes, we can go up here, go to the gate. Let's see what's going on at the gate. You squint in the sunlight outside of the cool shade of your tent, and the smell reminds you of the small farmhouses you once lived near in Skoker. The field is full of horseborn, a lot more than there were before. Reuben stands in their midst, the shepherd of a confused flock. He's chanting He's chatting with Gunnulf, catching up on lost time. Ubin spots you and waves, beckoning you to join them. The Orsborn lost a lot of leaders all at once, he tells you. He tells you about the new arrivals. They haven't found a lot of sympathy here in Arborane, despite helping defeat Ruin. Hate to crowd your camp, but what would you think about taking them under your wing? Yeah, we like Orsborn. Is that what they want? We don't know until we ask, Ubin replies. In times like these, I believe it's better to have many friends than too few. Too many than too few. I'm thinking about like 2. Sketch is the diplomat, so maybe I'll have him do it. Sketch. You remember that Sketch was a traitor before you met, and he has experience speaking to strangers. Ubin translates your request. Sketch addresses the crowd with a trained voice and grabs the attention of the tribes with a spirited conversation. Many join, he tells you. Hey! Oh, 57. Nice. It's pretty cool. I wonder how long we're going to be able to hold out here. Though still gaping holes in the splintered walls, you glimpse the dredge indolently lurking. Barely bleary-eyed workers do their best to fill the cracks. The foreman spies you at the head of the caravan. Got any fighters with strong arms? God knows we could use them, and they'll be well fed. Sure, we need the walls to be up. You can have some fighters. Foreman prowls through your cabin, browbeating anyone healthy enough to shoulder timber. Not all who join show enthusiasm, wary at the Sunder's assault left them, but the cause is worthy. Yeah, but the walls. Look at the walls. They're all like beat up and everything. So many survivors occupy the dirt along the common path. They begin to blend together. A young girl conquers her shyness and comes begging for food at your feet. Others are inspired to do the same. Wait, what? Compared to these people, you have considerable amounts of supplies. The real question is how much you're willing to spare for those who aren't in your clan, who will keep coming in the future. I'll do this, I think. You hand the girl a small bundle and ruffle her hair before she runs off, but the rest, with open hands, don't share her sweet smile when you indicate there is no more to spare. Sorry, peoples. We're kind of low. I don't know how much is left in this game, but I like food. You have to imagine that we gotta survive after the end of the game too. Can't have no food. Dredge Killer shouts a woman as you approach. Contrary to what it sounds like at first, like an angry Ahmad, the opposite occurs. Thankful survivors crowd around, asking questions you can't answer. What if the dredge attack again? What about the darkness? What do we do now? Well, one of them has an exclamation mark. Let's be like encouraging. Many of the survivors have no banner left to claim, but cheer their fealty to you and follow towards the gates. After your rousing speech, you don't dare send them away. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're trying to survive here. Look at these walls, they're just wrecked. I hope those fighters that I sent there are going to be worth it.
I had that feeling again. The one where I want to look to my father for guidance, but he isn't there. Despite everything else going on, it's still mankind that worries me the most.
A growing crowd is gathering at the gates. It's easy to tell the curious bystanders from the hard and dark faces of Ruga's loyalists. But there are plenty of different colors being flown here. The Varl are also nearby, looking uncomfortable. As you step forward, the disgruntled murmur of the crowd turns into squeaking of rats skittering into hiding holes. You recognize the grizzled man standing before Oddleaf, one of Ruga's trusted allies, with hardened men of his own. Is that Jeskar? Dude, we saved the families in Lundar. Come on, man. Oh, he was racist against the Horseborn, wasn't he? Look who it is. Knew it wouldn't be long before you'd come telling us what to do. Ruga said this would happen before you murdered him. What is this all about? Common sense, you fool. She wants to get us all killed. No, this is about hatred. It starts with the dredge. How long before you believe that we're your next enemy? What do you mean, starts with the dredge? This madwoman wants to open the gates and let the dredge run amok. Not run amok, give them a chance to live. Just as there are Varl here, Horseborn. Those dredge outside these gates include women and children. We know this. We've even taken in a dredge infant whose mother was slain. It's been amongst you this whole time. Though I show some genuine surprise at this, a disapproving murmur ripples through the crowd. How did they not know? Then tell me why I lost good Varl fighting the dredge. For hundreds of years. When our leaders tell us to fight, we fight. The dredge are no different. Belur is gone. Ruin is gone. Thanks to us. Are there survivors beating down our doors, crying for blood? No, they cry out for mercy. Before he died, the king said, everyone lives. You're right about one thing. There's no king here, which means we don't have to listen to a damn thing you say. Don't tell me it ain't about families just because you got none. You want to see our children trampled by slag. I don't see how any of this matters. When the darkness rolls over the city, we'll all be the same sort of dead. But all things being equal, I'll shed no tears for the dredge. You're telling me you all killed Belur, you killed Ruin, and now it's perfectly safe to let them all in here? Speak up. What are you trying to say? We're going to appeal to the masses. You tell the tale of your travels and the things you've seen, and the discovery that the dredge are running from the darkness, same as you. As the story meanders, you can tell the mob is becoming restless. Who gives a horse ass about any of that right now? The man appeals to the crowd now, speaking loudly. Why are we even listening to this? First they kill Mainoff, then Ruga. What? We didn't kill Mainoff. Now they want to open the gates. How much is enough? Us kill Mainoff? Are you? Look at me like they won't rest until we're... Looks like to me they won't rest until we're all dead and nobody's left to keep them from the throne. Who are the real criminals? Which of us are the traitors? Angry shouts erupt in agreement. Fury fills the faces of those crowding in close. Ruga's faithful draw steel. Aw, that's too bad. I didn't want to have to kill Ruga's men. How are they supposed to know that this... Oh, Ubin's here. Hey, Ubin, you're 1616 with 4 armor break and some room for talents. Guess we'll give you that and divert. Should we put Ubin in here? Ubin's pretty good. I haven't been using him. I like this group that I have here. Oh, if he stands next to somebody, he makes somebody's attack stronger. That's actually pretty good. I might trade him out for Gris. Sorry, Gris. Should probably give him something, right? Like an item. There you go. You can have that. Let's see how this goes. So Petrus and Ubin and Alette need to have adjacency here, I think. Ready. Come at me. "23 armor. Wow, that's pretty good. Why does... Oh, because her item reduces that stuff, I guess. I'll just let them come in a little bit closer. They're just stopping right outside of Alette's range, aren't they? Block some stuff when these guys actually do feel like attacking. Overwatch. Deflection, huh? Alright, Ubin. Do I not get to decide what they attack? Guess not. Let's poison him. I think it's worth risking a kick here. Nice. I could run through him. Let's bloody flail him. Weaker, that's good. Ooh. Eagle. What's going on? Why are you so hurt? Give Eagle some help. And then I guess we'll run back a little bit. Yeah, we'll go in here and overwatch her. Now he's a little bit weaker. Sweet. Can I attack her? Or not? I'm really not liking how vulnerable he is, so we're gonna do that to try and keep him around a little bit longer. Nice shot. Ooh. I did not see that coming. So he's lost a bit of armor. We need to poison her then. Let's kick him. Did that just do damage to mine? No, it did damage to him. Okay, good. Go here. He's not doing too good, is he? This guard's gonna have to use stuff to get to him. Alright, whatever. Do that. Ooh, she actually took a bit there. So Daedru's gonna have to poison him. Can Ubin do armor break on him? Should he do armor break on him? Ooh, that's not good. I hope that's relatively safe. Ooh, okay, so Alet's taking some damage here. 6, he's gonna be down to 3. I don't like you, so let's just kill that one. Keep him from using a flail. He's gonna attack Alet. Or not. He attacked the guard, which is fine. Why'd I do that? Should have gone on somebody else. I think did a crit. Nice. Nice crit. I'm gonna do that on him because I don't like that unit. That battle almost didn't go as planned. Let got kind of low. Ubin got kind of low. I think if I had Grist there, he would have done some armor break that Ubin didn't, but it was fun. I enjoyed playing with Ubin's character. Got some renown there. A lull in the fighting, but it looks far from over. If anything, it just began. And what worries you, and that's what worries you most. There's no need for this, you shout. It falls on deaf ears as more and more men draw weapons. The wind picks up, tearing at banners that whip across your heads. A growing gale throws men from their feet and bludgeons your sense of balance. A storm funnel approaches, crawling above the gates. Riding it is Zephyr, her platinum hair curiously untouched by the maelstrom. She lands amidst the fighters like a leaf delicately falling from the trees, somehow terrifying in its grace. Stop this lunacy, she howls. What is this? Put your weapons down. The rowdy crowd diminishes immediately in the Valka's presence. These traitors are trying to open the gates and let the dredge on us. Will you listen? I'm trying to save lives, not end them. Enough warped creatures reside within the coming darkness, twisted and ferocious. That's the true threat now. I would have come sooner, but I was searching for a solution to protect Arboring, and I may have found one. I can save us if you manage to be civil for a few moments. Where are the king's menders? I need them all. Doing whatever they can, they damn well please, since mine have died. He's dead? Then, as the last surviving Valka, I take control here. I expect the rest of you to put aside your differences while I gather the menders. What about the dredge outside the gates? Can't you do something, Valka? Blow 'em all off a cliff? Zephyr sighs in frustration as she turns to leave. The truth is we may be safer with the dredge inside than out. You don't need to befriend the dredge, but you do need to make space for them, for now. We can't afford to give the war to more weapons against us in the coming days. Zephyr departs, ushered by a rising gust of air that lifts her head towards the keep. She leaps in long bounds like a springing gazelle, out of sight within moments. Everyone's lost their damn minds. I don't care what anyone says. This slag will murder us first chance they get. Do you trust them so much? Prove it. Walk out there, yourself, throw down your weapon, and prove they're harmless. Go on, the crowd agrees, screaming angry shouts. Show us. So if I take this, I think I read somewhere that bad things can happen. I want to see what happens if I click this. If it goes down a path where I don't get to bring a weapon or whatever, then I'll think about it. The man looks genuinely surprised but says nothing. Slowly the large doors are pulled open for you. Oddleif whispers quickly before you step beyond the gates. The dredged child. I'll come with you, carrying the child. Maybe as they would see it as a gesture of peace. I'd be glad to have you by my side, Odd. Oddleif nods. The dredged child is quickly found, and she stands beside you, carrying the bundle in her arms as the gates come to stop. Alright, I don't know what's going to happen now, but I did unfortunately see a spoiler that if you take the wrong decision there, somebody you care about can die. You take a deep breath. Someone pushes the Skroger banner into your hand and weighs it heavily. Dredge stands shoulder to shoulder beyond the gates, the wobbling stones as you approach, and many yellow eyes turn in direction like a field of sunflowers. You force your legs to move. The dredge part around you. It feels suffocating, even though they do nothing but watch. Now completely surrounded, you turn around, where equally captivated clansmen stare breathlessly from inside the walls. The dredge nearby look with curiosity at the dredged child in Oddleif arms. The air is still, as if itself afraid to breathe. You raise the banner. Dredge follow you and Oddleaf walk back into Arbrang. They follow through the gate. They follow into the courtyard. And then a man shouts. You can see his face clearly, but you don't recognize him. Just some guy. You're not sure exactly what he's shouting, but it sounds like, "You'll kill us all." He hurls a spear towards you. Others draw weapons. They raise bows. Everyone reacts at once. "I'm sorry," says Oddleaf softly. Before you can react, she has stepped in front of the spear meant for you. There are tears in her eyes as she closes them, still cradling the Dredge child as she bleeds out on the ground. "No, Oddleaf," you say. "Not like this." You breathe deeply. Using every ounce of your Mender training you received from Iveland, you tune out the world and focus on Oddleaf's wound. You don't know how long it has been when the bleeding stops. Oddleaf gasps. Her eyes open again. Yes! You're rising, being pulled by your cloak. It's Petrus. His guards are scattered and overrun. The mob bucks like a wild beast. Nearby, a Varl brings his shield, crashing down on somebody's head. Horseborn scream in the distance. The smell of smoke fills the air. Blades lunge at you from different directions, and you emerge bleeding around the corner of an alley. "Where's Zephyr?" you shout, making sure that Oddleaf followed. She looks beyond dazed. The violence is spilled out further into the city. Riders smash down doors, and corpses lay in open streets. Some of them are very young. There's no cure for this. Petrus agrees. Arbrang is broken.
Arbrang is broken. Now the strength of your banner will determine how long you can hold out, while Ivor and the Valka push on to their destination. Your choices up to this point, the number of clansmen, fighters, Varl, and supplies remaining, buy you days of survival. When your days run out, catastrophe will follow. Use this time wisely.
Okay. That's good to know. Sounds like I've been saying Arborong wrong. It's not Arborang. I like Arborang. Good number of Varl. I feel like you could probably have a lot more than that, right? Like 100 hours if you're careful with your Varl. Okay. I did okay on fighters, I guess. Good number of supplies, which is nice. Clansmen don't seem to be worth too much. Aw, we almost got to 22. We were just short of it. Just a little bit short of it. Bummer. I wonder if we'll be able to hold out. You find Zephyr near the keep, speaking to the menders she has gathered. She turns to you as you approach, her face severe. "Captain Petrus, what happened? I told everyone to stop the killing." "And then you left us." We tried to explain. Half the people have been trying to kill each other, the other half since we got here. Fools who can't see the forest for the trees. Listen carefully. I devised a shield of light that holds back the darkness, but its reach is limited. By joining their efforts, the Menders may be able to encircle all of Arborong. It will mean positioning them evenly across the walls, and if madmen are running wildly in the streets, killing indiscriminately, I'll make sure that doesn't happen. How long can you keep this spell of light going? Assuming the plan works, I don't know. Perhaps if we rest in shifts? It depends on our food supplies, and stopping the warp from slaughtering our menders. They told me you fought asunder, no small thing, but that will be nothing compared to what is coming. And the other Valka, Juno and Ivand, can they put an end to this? We crossed paths. They continued into the darkness. If they're going where I think they're going, And if they actually make it, there's hope. Oh, so she actually knows what's going on. Anyways, that was my alarm for the hour. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe. I'll see you around for the next one.